Hi everybody, it's Lisa from Paradise on a Penny, and today we're going to talk about our saltwater pool, but it had a little bit of an algae problem. So I didn't realize that saltwater pools have a different maintenance than regular water pools. So I'm going to take you through step by step on what to do. So first, I want to show you what our pool looks like right now. This is after a couple different treatments that I'll explain to you, but this is actually pretty good because all of the algae and sediment went to the bottom, and this is what it looks like right now before I vacuum it out. Before that, I want to show you how clear it was. Okay, so we just got done vacuuming the pool out, and it did agitate the algae from the bottom a little bit, so it did get a little cloudy again, but it did get rid of all that debris. I used the sock part of my pool vacuum with it. This is the part that gets rid of the sand and things like this. This is my pool vacuum down here. I'll link everything I use at the end of this video to my website, www.paradiseonapenny.com. It's the pool blaster catfish. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the filter and put it back in. And I'm going to take the skimmer part and put it back in. And I'm gonna let it go for a couple hours. I am going to also put on my saltwater filtration system and see if that helps to also get rid of some of this cloudiness. And then I'll let you know what it looks like. After it being foggy for a couple of days, I found out that I needed to use a clarifier. So I went to the store. I was looking actually for a different clarifier for saltwater pools, but I ended up, this happened to be one of the only ones that was still in stock because of so many people having pools now this summer. So I ended up using this. It says for our size pool that we needed about 8 fluid ounces, or maybe a little bit more than that. I think I ended up using about 10. So one of these little plastic cups was 8 fluid ounces. So I filled this up and went around the pool to disperse it. And then I used my strainer and actually just kind of swished it around and got it agitated enough. So then we came over to the filter part and we shut all of this down first. And I pulled out the filter and the screen and kind of just put them to the side. I turned off the salt water part and the filter part to do that. And then once we had kind of combined the clarifier in there, we turned just the filter part on without the filter in it so that the water could agitate a little bit more, probably for about an hour or so. Then we turned everything down overnight. Once we came out this morning, this again is what it looked like. And now I'm going to use my pool vacuum and I'm going to show you what it looks like after it's vacuumed. So the first thing I did was use the Clorox pool shock that you just saw in the picture. I didn't realize that there was a separate pool shock for saltwater pools, but when I was researching it, apparently you can use either one. So I did start with that one and it turned out to be fine, but I did buy the saltwater one for future uses. When I was researching it, I found out that you should be shocking your pool every 1 to 2 weeks consistently, even though the salt water is also supposed to help not use as many chemicals. So in the future, I'll be using the saltwater shock. I also use an algae combiner with it, and that's the other picture that you saw. Apparently also, you learn and find out that you're not supposed to put both of them together. I ended up putting both of them together and it was fine, except that it was really foggy. And this is what it looked like. That's what it looked like when it was clear before we had the algae problem. Then we had some really hot days in New Jersey. And so it started turning green and cloudy. And this is what it looked like. Good morning, everybody. This is day 3 of working on our pool because of an algae problem that we had. So it's definitely looking a lot clearer this morning. You can see some of the algae still at the bottom. And I think that's because our pool, being that it's a summer waves pool, doesn't have the correct system to vacuum it out through the filter. So we've been using our pool filter. This is the one I was talking about before, the pool blaster catfish, but because we are using this one, some of the algae is going back in even though we have our sand sock on. So what we did was we were able to get a bunch of it out through the filter, but then when we use these pool strips to test it, which these are really cool because you take the strip out, you test it, and then you put it, there's an app in your phone, which I'll show you. And it tells you exactly what you need. So when we did this, our, and I might pronounce this wrong, alkalinity level was down to 0. So when I was talking to my father-in-law and another friend of ours, Doug, they told us that that's a really important level to worry about. So what we did was get an alkalinity enhancer, and this is a picture of it right now. Went ahead and we put that around the pool. We actually walked around the pool and put it all the way around. And then we moved it around so that all of the water could get that in. We set a timer for about 3 hours. And after 3 hours, we came back in, and this was the pool shock that we used. Remember I told you that there's 2 different kinds. There's a saltwater one and there's this one. I don't really think it makes a difference when I was researching it online. This is the one that I will continue to use as I maintain our pool because it's chlorine free. So the salt water is better. However, I wanted to get rid of this algae really bad. So we put 2 more of these in there. And my husband and I literally threw it all around the pool and stirred it up. And as you can see, that definitely helped a lot between those 2 things because this morning it's clear. So what we're going to do is we're going to vacuum it out one more time. And then we're going to go ahead and throw on our saltwater filter and our regular filter, and I'm hoping that that solves the problem completely. I'll let you know in a couple hours. Okay, everybody, this is a little bit after vacuuming. You can tell that it definitely is cleared up. There's no more algae in there. It is still a little bit foggy. So what I'll probably do is 1 more dose of clarifier. I was wrong before. It's not a whole 8 ounces, so definitely check the back for your size pool. It's more about 4 to 5 ounces for this size pool. And I'm hoping that that'll clear everything up. And finally, we're back to a clear pool. So if you enjoyed this video and got some ideas from it, please like and subscribe to my channel, and also follow me on my other platforms on Instagram and Facebook on Paradise on a Penny. Also visit my website at www.paradise-on-a-penny.com, and also I'll link everything that I use on my website for you to link through and buy. Have a great day.